grind you into the ground.
Welcome back to RetroGroovTV. It's your host Eddie Groove. We trying out something different for tonight. Been playing a lot of first-person shooters and just all these different types of games, but I want to try something different. I'm definitely a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I wanted to try out Eye of Judgment. I already made an unboxing video. Haven't uploaded that video just yet, but be on the lookout for when that is up. But I think this shit is very cool, man. Like, look, more shit that's only on PlayStation, but like, this shit is cold. Like, I wish Yu-Gi-Oh would do something like this for they shit, because this is kind of cool, bro. You can just boom. Now, if the revival community out there can get Eye of Judgment online again, that's going to be sick. Because I don't think you can play online on this game at all right now. It's so cool. But yeah, so let's figure out, how do we play the game? That's what I want to know. Let's see if we can learn how to play it.
Here you can learn the rules for the Eye of Judgment. Have the playmat and cards handy for ease of understanding. Each player creates a 30-card deck by selecting creature and spell cards. Defeat your opponent's creatures to claim fields. The first player to claim 5 fields wins. There are 2 types of cards, creature cards and spell cards. Creature cards are your warriors. They occupy fields and battle the opponent's creatures. Use the powers of spell cards to augment your battle strategy. Effective use of cards will bring you one step closer to victory. Learn how to interpret cards, beginning with creature cards. Card name, element, summoning cost, activation cost, hit points, Attack power. Attack zones icon. Defense zones icon. Text. When required, read text out loud during play. Continuing with spell cards. Card name. Summoning cost. Text. How to use. Now for fields. The playing area used in this game consists of 9 fields, occupied by creatures and affected by spells. A library from which cards are drawn. And a graveyard where dead creatures and used spells are placed. The 9 fields are collectively referred to as the board. The object of the game is to conquer fields by summoning creatures to the board to battle. Only one creature can be summoned to each field. Each field has a front and back. Each side shows one of the 5 elements. The bottom right icon on the field indicates the element of the field's other side. Fields can be flipped and switched by spells and special abilities. Also, there is a defined order for the fields, called the field order. The field order does not change, even if a field is changed. It is important to memorize the field order, since it is used to determine the order of resolution for effects. The graveyard is the place for discards, such as destroyed creatures and used spells. Cards are placed in the graveyard.
Bro, this is
face
basically
up
Yu-Gi-Oh!
and visible to both players. The library is the stack of cards from which the player draws. This is called drawing a card. The library is placed face down so that neither player can view its contents. Only cards from the library may be used in a duel. A word about decks. A deck must be built with exactly 30 cards. No more and no less. The player who controls the cards in a deck is called the owner. The cards in that deck belong to its owner. The owner can place up to 3 copies of the same card in a deck. However, certain cards have further restrictions on the number of copies per deck. Card limit icon. The number on this icon indicates the number of copies of this card, which can be included in a deck. Race limit icon. If a card with this icon is in a deck, that deck may only include as many cards of the same race or type as the number on the icon. Build your deck with card and race restrictions in mind. Let's learn how a duel proceeds. Players in a duel take turns, starting with the first player and proceeding to the second. Each player's opportunity to take actions is called a turn. On each turn, the player can carry out various actions during the different phases. Each player moves through these phases on his turn. Looking at the phases in order. Begin turn. At this point, we have just completed a turn and advance to the next. Phase 1. Draw a card. The player whose turn it is draws a card from his library and adds it to his hand. Phase 2, Mana Charge. The player whose turn it is gains 2 mana during this phase. Mana is the energy required to carry out actions. Phase 3, Actions. During this phase, the player can command a creature that was already summoned to take an activation or use a spell card. Play spell cards from your hand. You can play as many spell cards as you want, provided that you have the needed mana. If a creature was summoned in an earlier turn, you can pay its activation cost to make an attack again with Attack. Or rotate its direction with Rotate. Attack may be carried out before Rotate, or vice versa. You may order as many creature activation cards and play as many spell cards as you want, and in any order. If a creature attack is carried out during Phase 3, Actions, a battle phase begins. This is when creatures battle each other. Battle begins with the attacking creature's attack, then proceeds to the defending creature's counterattack. After battle is complete, return to Phase 3, Actions. When you are finished taking all desired actions, or have no possible actions to take, announce the end of Phase 3, Actions, and proceed to the next phase. Phase 4, Summon a Creature. During this phase, you can summon creatures. If you choose not to summon a creature, announce the end of your turn. Pay the summoning cost to summon a creature to a field. You can summon only 1 creature per turn. When a creature is first summoned, it will attack if there is an enemy within its attack zone. If a creature attack occurs after a creature is summoned, a battle phase begins. After the battle is complete, Phase 4, Summon a Creature, automatically ends. Proceed to the next phase. Phase 5.
Man, I'm gonna forget a lot of
This
this.
phase resolves things that occurred during that turn. Status of the field is assessed to resolve effects. At this point, if your hand is 8 cards or more, place cards in the graveyard until you have 7 or less. If the player whose turn it is has satisfied a victory condition, he wins. Once turn resolution is complete, announce the end of your turn to complete the turn. Be careful about announcing the end of a phase, because you cannot backtrack to earlier phases. Now for a demonstration duel. Greet your opponent. Thoroughly shuffle your deck and pass it to your opponent, who may choose to do a brief final shuffle. Once the shuffle is complete, the deck is returned to its owner. Each player places his deck on the library. Use a coin flip or other method to determine which player goes first. Each player draws 5 cards from his library. First, let's have a look at the initial hand. Creature Flame Magus. Creature Triton Ice Guard. Creature Bizarre Foot Soldier. Creature Twin Goblins. Spell Fissures of Goli. These 5 cards compose your hand.
I hate how small the pictures are. Like, the picture is so
If you are
small
not
on these.
satisfied
Like,
with your hand, you may redraw
like it should have been
once by
more-
returning your hand to the deck.
I don't know,
shuffling
stretched
it,
out a
and
bit.
drawing again. This option is called a mulligan. Begin duel. Phase 1. Draw a card. The opponent player draws one card from his library at the beginning of his turn. However, the player who goes first does not draw a card on the very first turn. Phase 2. Mana charge. At the beginning of every turn, each player acquires 2 mana. Mana is gained at each turn, and leftover mana is carried over. Phase 3. Actions. During this phase, the player may command creature activations or play spells. There are no creatures on the board, so this phase ends. Phase 4. Summon a creature. The opponent summons a creature. The opponent pays the summoning cost of Verzar Foot Soldier and summons it to a field. The state of the field determines which fields a creature can be summoned to. If the player has no creatures on the board, he may summon the creature to any empty field. Opponent summons Verzar Foot Soldier to field 9. The creature is summoned to a field, with that creature's owner now in control of that field. The top of a creature card is defined as its front, and the creature may be placed on a field facing any one of the 4 directions. When a creature's element matches the field it occupies, it gains 2 hit points. This is called a field bonus. However, if the creature moves to a field with a different element, or if the field that it occupies is flipped and changes to another element, the bonus is nullified. Also, if a creature is summoned to a field of the opposite element, it will suffer a field penalty of -2 hit points. If a creature goes from occupying a field with a field bonus to a field with a field penalty, it loses a total of 4 hit points. Always consider the creature's element and the fields before summoning a creature. There are 5 elements: fire, water, earth, wood, and biolith. Fire and water are opposite elements that clash with each other, as are earth and wood. Biolith is a neutral element and has no opposite. It is important to note that biolith creatures do not gain a bonus when placed on a biolith field. Phase 5. Resolution. There are no effects to resolve, so this turn ends. Begin turn. Now it's your turn. Phase 1. Draw a card. Draw 1 card from your library and add it to your hand. If a player has no card to draw at this point, that player loses. This is called a library out. Phase 2. Mana charge. You gain 2 mana. Phase 3. Actions. Since you do not yet have a creature on the board, this phase ends. Now you will summon a creature. Pay the summoning cost to summon Triton and Ice Guard to a field. Always summon to a legal field. Triton and Ice Guard will be summoned to field 6. check the card text to see if the creature takes an action when summoned. Certain special effects included in the card text are activated under specific circumstances. These are called triggered effects. Triggered effects are resolved as they occur. Players must resolve them exactly as described in the text. In this case, the conditions are not met to activate the triggered effect, and nothing happens. Let's continue. When a creature is first summoned, we need to determine if it will cause a battle to occur. This is called a battle assessment. A battle occurs if an enemy exists within the attack zone of the newly summoned creature. The creature's attack zone is shown by the attack zone icon. From the creature's perspective, spaces containing the arrow symbol and hit symbols represent attack zone. The creature has been summoned facing south, so the attack zone will be determined based on this direction. There is an enemy creature within the attack zone, so a battle is initiated. In the battle phase, the attacking creature attacks first, then the defending creature counterattacks. Battles are resolved with the following steps. Determining attack order. Here we will determine which side attacks first. If the defending creature has quickness ability, that creature will counterattack before it is attacked. Triton and Ice Guard will attack Verzar Foot Soldier first. When a creature has special effects activated in battle, such as a bonus to attack when attacking, that calculation will be resolved here. The damage applied is equal to the value of the attacking creature's attack. However, depending on the opposing creature's defense method, the final value of the attack may change. Creatures have different defense zones depending on the direction of an incoming attack. The defense zone icon indicates what type of defense is carried out and in which directions. Directions with a blue arrow are directions in which a counterattack is carried out. When a creature attacks, it applies damage equal to its attack, and if the attacking creature is within the attack zone of the defending creature, the attacking creature will be the target of a counterattack. If a creature attacks from an angle that has no indication of any defense methods, the attacking creature applies damage equal to its attack and will not be the target of a counterattack. If a creature attacks against a blind side, the attacking creature applies damage equal to its attack +1 and will not be the target of a counterattack. When attacking, be sure to consider the relative parameters of the creatures, as well as attack and defense directions. The effects of dodge attempt and other defensive abilities are resolved at this point. At this point, damage will be resolved. The defending creature's remaining hit points equal the defending creature's initial hit points minus the final damage calculation. If the creature's hit points reach 0, it is destroyed. If the creature's attack triggers an effect, this is the time to resolve such effects. In this case, no effects are triggered, and the battle proceeds to the next step. Next, we check for creatures that can counterattack. Check whether the defending creature can counterattack on the side from which it was attacked. In this case, Verzar Foot Soldier can counterattack. Next, check the defending creature's attack zone. The creature will only counterattack if the creature that initiated the attack is within its attack zone. After the counterattack, resolve damage. Since there are no other creatures that can counterattack, this completes the battle phase and phase 4, summon a creature. Proceed to phase 5, resolution. Phase 5, resolution. Begin turn. Now it is your opponent's turn. Phase 1, draw a card. Phase 2, mana charge. Opponent has 3 mana. Phase 3, actions. Phase 4, summon a creature. Opponent summons a creature. Opponent pays the summoning cost of Hellfire Spitter and summons it to a field. If you already have a creature on a field, you must summon any following creatures to a field adjacent to the field occupied by the existing creature. In other words, you may not summon a creature to an isolated field. Hellfire Spitter was summoned to Field 3. Determine whether a battle will occur after summoning. Hellfire Spitter is a creature that can choose to attack in any direction. The red arrow indicates a space which can be selected. Hellfire Spitter will initiate an attack on Triton and Ice Guard. Hellfire Spitter attacks. Add +1 damage to Hellfire Spitter's attack, since the attack is directed at the blind side of Triton and Ice Guard. Triton and Ice Guard dies, since its hit points were reduced to 0. The battle ends since there are no creatures that can counterattack. Carry out Trash Resolution for creatures that died in battle. Trash Resolution is the act of sending creatures that died in battle to the graveyard. If one of your creatures on the board dies, destroy it by placing it in the graveyard. When this happens, the owner receives 1 mana for each creature destroyed. This is called a trash bonus. After receiving the trash bonus, place the destroyed creature into the graveyard to complete Trash Resolution. Phase 5, Resolution. Begin turn. It is now your turn. Phase 1, draw a card. You drew a Biolith creature. This Biolith creature is restricted by a summoning lock. The chain wrapped around the summoning cost icon indicates a card with a summoning lock. A creature with a summoning lock must be summoned to a field that matches its element. However, if there are 4 or more creatures on the board, the summoning lock is broken, and the creature can be summoned as normal, like any other creature. Phase 2, Mana Charge. You have 4 mana. Phase 3, Actions. Let's use a spell card. Fishes of Goalie. This spell flips a field over. This is called a field quake. As with creatures, a summoning cost must be paid to use a spell card. Pay the summoning cost and use Fishes of Goalie. The effects of a spell are resolved the moment the spell is used. You may use as many spell cards as you want, provided you have sufficient mana. You will not use any more spell cards now, so end Phase 3, Actions, and proceed to Phase 4, Summon a creature. Phase 4, Summon a creature. Now you will summon a creature. Pay the summoning cost and summon Twin Goblins. Twin Goblins were summoned to Field 6. Twin Goblins is a creature that can attack both in front and behind simultaneously. Attack enemy creatures within the attack zone. Hellfire Spitter attacks with quickness. Twin Goblins attack. Verzar Foot Soldier counterattacks. The attack order is reversed because of Hellfire Spitter's quickness ability. The battle proceeds as follows. First, Hellfire Spitter counterattacks. Then, Twin Goblins attack. And finally, Verzar Foot Soldier counterattacks. Hellfire Spitter begins with a counterattack. After resolving damage, Twin Goblins attack. For simultaneous attacks, damage assessments will be made respectively. Hellfire Spitter dies. Be aware of attack zones during simultaneous attacks, since allied creatures will receive damage. They will not, however, counterattack. Next, another counterattack assessment is made. Verzar Foot Soldier counterattacks, concluding the battles for this turn. Hellfire Spitter, which was killed in the battle, is destroyed. Player receives a trash bonus from the destruction of the Hellfire Spitter, and the destroyed creature card is placed in the graveyard. Phase 5, Resolution. Begin turn. It is now your opponent's turn. Phase 1, draw a card. Phase 2, mana charge. Opponent has 5 mana. Phase 3, actions. Opponent announces a creature activation. Opponent pays the activation cost and announces an attack with Verzar Foot Soldier. If an enemy creature occupies a field within the attack zone of the creature may attack. Just like the first attack after summoning, when a creature is commanded to attack, the attacking creature attacks, and the defending creature counterattacks when possible. To rotate a creature, pay the activation cost, and rotate the creature left or right by 90 degrees. Creatures cannot be turned all the way around in one move. Creature actions and spells can be carried out alternately. Phase 4, summon a creature. Opponent summons a creature. Opponent pays summoning cost and summons Flame Mages to a field. Flame Mages was summoned to Field 8. Flame Mages is a creature that has magic attack ability. Flame Mages attacks Twin Goblins who are in its attack zone. Flame Mages uses a magic attack. which can target a creature on any of the 9 fields. Flame Magus inflicts special damage, called magic damage. Magic damage is not affected by the enemy creature's defense direction and is not subject to defense assessment. Furthermore, magic attacks are not responded to with counterattacks. Thus, the battle ends. Phase 5, Resolution. End of turn. Now, you are ready to learn on your own by playing against friends or a computer opponent. Prepare for judgment.
That was a lot to take in. So yeah, I probably forgot half the shit this nigga was saying, but this is what we gonna do. We just gonna dive right into the game and see what happens. View creature and spell data. Create and edit card decks. Battle arena. Battle human players or unique computer opponents. Player versus computer.
Open field. First move, computer. Draw card.
Alright, so I got my 5 cards. Computer did not mulligan. Go ahead and mulligan them, nigga. What is it waiting on? Each player may mulligan once. When you're ready to do it, press the start button.
Begin duel.
No, oh shit.
Computer. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I smell blood. Just you wait.
Player. Draw card. Mana charge.
Alright, I guess I'm going to summon Bazar Foot Soldier. I think he's here.
Mana release. Summon.
That's kind of hard.
I'm not done yet.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Summon.
Great spirits protect me. Now the real battle begins.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack.
I must not give up.
I have no regrets.
Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge.
Oh, I only got one mana.
Mana release. Summon. Unlock. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Hellfire Spitter.
Attack. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Great spirits, protect me. Now the real battle begins.
Check. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack.
No one will defeat me. Beat me.
Mana charge. Check. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Benevolent assassin.
Let us begin. Attack.
Sweet dreams.
May you
How
rest
could
in
this?
peace. Mana charge. Check. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Summon.
This one looks tasty.
Attack.
Let me hear you scream.
Sweet dreams.
Curses. I can't
Another death
die.
to beg. Mana charge. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Mana charge. Player loses.
Man, that was tough. Okay. It's not a bad game so far.
Open field. First move, computer. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Great spirits protect me. Now the real battle begins.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Draw card. Attack. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Mana charge. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Unlock. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I'm not done yet.
Attack.
This is
I
it.
have
Behold
no
my power.
regrets.
Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Status.
My flame extinguishes not.
I'm confused on how to attack. Like, I played my cards, so I want him to attack the monster, but he's not.
Mana release. Summon.
May the spirits protect you.
There we go. Select target of attack. I want
Attack.
Oh. Oh.
The gods past.
How dare you!
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Player. charge. Mana release. Summon. Check. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Mana charge. Check. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Check. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This will be fun.
That won't work on me. That won't work on me.
Attack.
Take this. I told you so.
Mana charge. Player loses.
That's so weird because I couldn't even attack. I had my best card out too. I wonder why I couldn't attack in those phases.
First move, player. Draw card. Begin duel. Player. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I fight. Fight you.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This one looks tasty. Please, don't stop me now.
Attack.
Wait a minute, how can he attack me if I summon my creature first? Oh, because the quickness. Its ability.
Let me hear you scream.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
How do I end my turn? I don't have anything else to play.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Finally my turn.
Attack.
I'll drag you into the ground.
Unlocked. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I fight. Fight you.
Attack. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack.
This is it. Behold my power.
Mana charge. Check. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Draw card. Attack. Mana charge. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This one looks tasty. Please, don't stop me now.
Player loses. 3, 2, 1. Judgment. Winner. 3, 2, 1. Judgment. Winner. Open field. First move, computer 2. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 2. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Fight you.
Attack.
I did it. Look.
Mana charge. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
smoking fun.
Attack.
Let me hear you scream. The way I buff my new
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This will be fun.
Attack.
Put some health into it. Oh!
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Unlock. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Finally my turn. That'll never happen again.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Vanilla assassin.
I challenge you. Attack.
How dare you touch my face?
You should be ashamed of yourself. That won't work on me.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Attack.
I'll turn you to shreds. What a breeze!
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
All day.
Attack.
Dare you?
Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Take this.
It was
I told you so.
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack.
I'll grind you into the ground.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
This one looks tasty.
Attack.
Put some heart into it. Oh, God. That looks great.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
I'll grind you into the ground. How dare you!
Mana release. Summon. Attack.
Curses. I can't die.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
I'll grind you into the ground.
Mana release. Summon.
I am ready for battle.
Attack.
Go! Please save this poor soul.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Attack. Mana release. Summon.
A duel, if you insist, impressive. Yes, indeed.
Attack.
In honor of the gods past. Farewell.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Summon.
Great spirits protect me. Now the real battle begins.
Attack.
Go!
Check. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Great spirits protect me.
Attack.
Go!
Computer 1 wins. Open field. First move, player. Draw card. Begin duel. Player. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I am ready for battle. I still have much vigor.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I am ready for battle. I still have much vigor.
Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Unlock. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Mana charge. Attack. Mana charge. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Unlock. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
I am ready for battle. Now the real battle begins.
Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack. Mana release. Summon. Attack. Mana charge. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Mana release. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Check. Player. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Mana release. Summon. Computer. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
May your spirits protect you. Impressive. Yes, indeed.
Attack.
Old friends, lend me your power. Farewell.
Mana charge. Player loses.